All right, let's talk about something that's totally rewriting the leadership playbook as we know it, AI. This isn't some future tech thing, it's happening right now in every boardroom, every single team meeting. And you know what? It's time to learn the new rules of the game.
So, let me ask you something, straight up. Think about how you lead. Your day-to-day style, how you make those tough calls, how you rally your team. Is it actually ready for the age of AI? I'm not talking about some sci-fi future, I mean right now, where AI is basically a new member of the team.
Because look, AI isn't just another piece of software. It's a fundamental game changer for what it even means to be a leader. It's shifting how we think, how we strategize, how we connect with people. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what this new playbook looks like. Let's dive in.
Okay, so first things first, we are standing at a massive crossroads. For decades, right? Leadership has been all about managing the how, the operations, the processes, the workflows. But here's the thing, AI is getting really good at automating all of that. And that's forcing this huge pivot, a shift toward a strategy that's all about people. It has to be human-centric.
So what are we even talking about when we say AI leadership? Well, at its core, it's pretty simple. It's about shifting your mindset. You stop seeing AI as just technology and start seeing it as a strategic partner. The whole point is to create this incredible collaboration between your team's talent and AI's capabilities. Why? So we can all make smarter, faster, and just flat-out better decisions.
And that brings us to what you could call the great leadership shift. Seriously, the actual job description of a leader is being rewritten right before our eyes. So let's get into the specifics of what's changing, because these shifts, they're not small. They're huge.
Okay, look at this. This really nails the first big change. We're moving away from being just reactive decision makers, relying on gut feel. Now, with AI doing things like predictive modeling, leaders become proactive strategists. And maybe even more importantly, when AI is handling all the routine, operational stuff, what happens? You, as a leader, are freed up to focus on the things only a human can do. Mentoring, coaching, really developing your people. That's a game changer.
And the shift doesn't stop there. It used to be that leaders were process drivers. Now, they have to be change agents, innovators, the ones guiding everyone through this massive transformation. And that old model of the top-down authority figure leader, it's kind of fading away. And a big reason why is that AI puts data in everyone's hands. Information is democratized. So the leader's job morphs into being a facilitator, a collaborator, someone who empowers their team to work with these new tools.
Now this last one, this one might be the most critical shift of all. Leaders used to be the domain expert, the one with all the answers. Now their role is shifting to become an ethical curator. Think about it. An AI is only as good as the data it learns from, right? So if that data is biased, the AI will be biased. That means the leader is now on the hook. They're responsible for ensuring fairness, for demanding to know how the AI reached a conclusion, and for constantly pushing back on its recommendations. It's about making sure we don't just build machines that amplify our worst habits.
And this quote really says it all. This is the mindset we have to adopt. AI is a tool to enhance our creativity, not replace it. It's about augmentation, not automation of us. And the leader's job? It's to build a culture where everyone in the organization sees it exactly that way.
Okay, so if the job is changing this much, what does your new leadership toolkit actually look like? What are the essential skills you need for this new era? Let's get practical.
First up, let's talk about the deeply human skills, the stuff AI just can't do. These skills become insanely valuable. I'm talking about emotional intelligence, EQ, right? You need it to manage the real anxieties people feel about this stuff. Then there's critical thinking. You can't just blindly trust what the AI spits out. You have to question it. Adaptability and agility are a given. Things are changing fast. And finally, that ethical judgment, the wisdom to know the difference between can we do this and should we do this?
Now for the tech skills. And look, it's probably not what you're thinking. You do not need to go get a PhD in data science. What you need is AI literacy. That just means having a solid understanding of what AI is good at and what it's not good at, so you can ask the right questions of your technical teams. Of course, you need to be comfortable looking at data, and this is a big one, you need rock-solid change management skills to actually guide your people through all this without chaos.
All right, let's go a bit deeper now. To make sure all of this is done right, responsibly and effectively, we have to talk about how our human values connect with AI. There's this concept called spiritual intelligence, or SQ. And don't get thrown by the name. It's really just about our core human capacity for purpose, for wisdom, and for compassion. Here's the best way to think about it. Our spiritual intelligence, our values, our SQ, that's the why. It's the moral compass that points us in the right direction. And AI, that's the how. It's the powerful engine that gives us the speed, the scale, the pattern recognition to get there fast. But think about it. An engine without a compass is just dangerous, right? You need both to get where you actually want to go.
And what happens when you bring them together? You get what one source calls a supercomputer with a conscience. I love that phrase. That's the holy grail here. Blending the insane power of AI with our deeply human values to get results that aren't just innovative, but are also righteous and responsible.
So how do you actually do this? It's not just a nice idea. Here's a practical 3-step plan. Step 1. You have to establish a values-driven framework from the very beginning. Your AI strategy has to be built on your core principles. Step 2. You turn the tables and use AI to help you find and root out unconscious bias in your own data and systems. And step 3, and this is non-negotiable, human oversight. For any big, high-stakes decision, the AI is an advisor. It's a co-pilot. But a human is always the one with their hands on the wheel, making the final call.
Okay, this brings us to our final and maybe most important point. This entire responsibility, it cannot be delegated. AI leadership isn't just a job for the IT department. It is every single leader's job.
So let's just tackle the biggest myth out there right now. Is this something you can just toss over the fence to your CIO or your tech teams and say, hey, you guys handle the AI stuff?
The answer? Absolutely not. No way. In fact, delegating AI leadership is probably one of the single biggest mistakes your organization could make right now. And here's exactly why. When you lock AI away in the IT department, a bunch of bad things happen. First, it gets misaligned with what the business is actually trying to achieve. Second, your risk skyrockets. You've got algorithms making decisions that the business leaders haven't even vetted. That's a huge liability. And third, you kill real innovation because the tech team starts focusing on what's technically possible instead of what actually solves a problem for your customers.
So here's the main takeaway, the bottom line. AI leadership has to be a holistic, cross-functional job. It's the bridge, the essential connection between the raw power of technology and our core human values. It's what makes sure that what we build is actually aligned with who we are and what we're trying to do.
And I'll leave you with this one last thought to take back to your teams. Your AI right now is learning. It's learning from every piece of data in your organization, every email, every report, every decision that gets made. So the question is, what is it learning about your values? What is it learning about what you really care about? Answering that, well, that's the new job of a leader.